With us now, host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast, Chris Hahn, and former advisor to Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat of West Virginia, in case you forgot, Jonathan Kott. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Jonathan, nice to see you in person. Hahn, I'm glad you're far away. You don't have to be around me. But Hahn, I'll ask you the first question. Whenever I hear Republicans talk about this and say we're not going to accept the election or only if it's free and fair, or what about irregularities, Democrats scream threat to democracy. How is this not also a threat to democracy?
Yeah. There will be no organized effort amongst Democrats to not certify the election if Trump wins the election.
There was an organized effort. Hold on. There was an organized effort in 2000 to object to the electors by members of the Democratic caucus in Congress. Yes, there was.
Nope.
And there wasn't. Jamie
there were like
Raskin
5
objected
people.
it in 2017. Come on.
Yeah, scattered objections is not an organized effort. Didn't they teach you that at the London School of Economics? I know you know how to add. You're a very smart man, Leland.
They just taught me right from wrong, and either you accept an election or you do not. Accepting elections, good.
Well,
not accepting elections, bad. Okay, Jonathan, are you with Hahn on this?
I think there is a clear difference between 1 or 2 members objecting on the floor of the House of Representatives, holding their hand up and saying, I object, and what Donald Trump did, which was organize an armed riot on the Capitol. By the way, I was there on January 6th.
Let's stop looking backwards. Let's look forwards, okay?
It's hard to look backwards when Donald Trump tried to get us killed on a day.
Let's look forwards. Let's look forwards, not backwards. We're not talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about Jamie Raskin. How can Democrats say you must accept the results of elections and then say, I, as a congressman, are going to decide if it's free and fair, but I think Donald Trump's going to cheat, so I may not accept it?
Because Donald Trump has been going around the country getting secretaries of state and county board of election officials, like he has done in Georgia, to change the rules and rig the election.
That's exactly what Democrats did in 2020.
No Democrats did that. All we did was say during COVID, you can vote by mail.
Otherwise known as changing the rules.
Yes,
again,
for a global pandemic.
Let's look forward.
For a global pandemic that Donald Trump screwed up.
Which the states approved.
Okay, Han,
the states approved the change.
I understand you don't know much about the moral high ground, because for you, normally it's a moral, like, mound of sand, like an anthill. But wouldn't it be easier for Democrats to be on the moral high ground, even if it's an anthill, okay, if they said, right, like, hey, we accept free and fair elections. What about you Republicans, rather than offering caveats?
I read the Axios piece. And the leaders in the Democratic Party, one of them who used to be my boss.
That's sort of the bottom line for trying to be on TV. Congratulations, you were glad you did your homework. Go ahead.
Exactly. But the Democrats are not going to lead an armed rebellion against Donald Trump in the Congress. Kamala Harris will not say, I unilaterally.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.